President Bola Tinubu, who marks 2 years in office on May 29, 2025, says his reforms of the past 2 years in office are laying a sustainable foundation for a more prosperous future for Nigerians. Tinubu, who was elected as president on May 29, 2023, stated that his renewed hope agenda was working to reduce the cost of living, promote economic justice, and build a business-friendly economy that attracts investment and supports every Nigerian. We are laying the foundation for a more sustainable future. Together, we are creating a system where prosperity is shared and no one is left behind. Tinubu stated in his nationwide address to mark his second year in office. In commending Nigerians for their steadfastness through 2 turbulent years, he said their support had been vital to confronting inherited challenges head-on. The president argued that if the federal government and the other 2 tiers of government were to remain viable and cater to the citizens' welfare, it must do away with decades-long fuel subsidies and the corruption raiding multiple foreign exchange windows. I want to get your thoughts on the statement that was made by the president about Nigeria, heading towards sustainable future. Do you see, for the 2 years that the president has been in office, what would you say about the things that he has done in office, please?
I think I agree with him. He's right. It's right because we have been postponing doomsday. We have been postponing doomsday. The truth has been under the table. The country was not doing well before now, but we tend to pretend the subsidy is, some people are reaping people. They said that is subsidy. Where is subsidy? Subsidy is a fake. Is a kind of drain pipe. They use it to collect money. They move the oil here, brought it back, and
pocket the money. Who
removed
the subsidy, please?
You say who removed it? Tinubu did. You know, had the courage, had the political way to say no more subsidy.
So where is the subsidy fund? Where has it been?
We discussed this here some time ago. Are you not seeing developments? You are not seeing infrastructure built here and there. It's like people are not. Are you not seeing
maybe you should point it out.
Must they give money in your pocket? How are we getting ring road in River State? How are we building infrastructures? How is schools being funded? How is university being funded, research and so on being funded? People should look at it. You want to know how is money entering your pocket? Light is a bit stable than before, whether people like it or not. Our problems are somewhere individuals. We have refused to face reality. There is no free food in Freetown. People, how many of us even pay tax? The subsidy today has improved infrastructure. How much is our allocations now? How many states are putting higher budgets? Do you know the state budgets in the past? Some states has 150 billion as a budget. Today, the hardly state in this country, the budget is less than 400 billion naira. Where is the money coming from?
So how come Nigerians are still complaining about the food prices, transportation
no, but as at now, you and I know that food has come down, whether I like it or not. Most of the prices are caused by traders.
So if the food prices have reduced,
how much is the rice now?
I should ask.
It's gone down. Some people go buy business. Cup is about 250 naira. Unlike it was 400 naira, 500 naira. Ask people. Rice has as well come down. Our problem is we. Our fuel they high, transport they high. That's we. We are not assisting, helping the government. You know this thing. The truth is 100 naira. You want to tell me no? Tinubu, you put at 300 naira. Let us face this truth. The man who runs the tires on the road will tell you fuel they high. Now Tinubu, it's not true. Someone will go to buy fuel look at Kekete for instance now. You will have a bottle of a plastic bottle in his car, regulars or whatever in his vehicle. He goes to the petrol station and buys it's not less than a liter.
Do you have an idea why the fuel prices are the prices
it's market force.
What do you mean by that, please?
You allow the market force to control the price. It's no longer pegged. Say, do it at your own time.
So you do not think monopoly is actually on the play rather than competition?
Who is monopolizing? It's a bit more competitive now than before.
Between the NNPTL and Dangote?
Yeah, is it only Dangote? People were giving
and their oil market.
Let me tell you. Okay. Before now, People are giving licenses years back to build refineries. How many of them are building because they import oil, they import from outside? They prefer importing.
Are there modular refineries functioning?
Yes, of course there are. That's why in my community now they're almost about to commission. They're modular refineries. Our people is that we are not ready to invest and wait for time. We want quick money. That's our problem. We want okrikaism. Buy okrika and sell. We can't so. That's the issue. Cut corners. Now that's one smart money. That's the problem. We lack patience. We lack patriotism. Self-aggrandizement. It's me. I'm already on top of the world. No, you don't consider the next person there. Like in this simple house, where do you go with all this money? At the end of the day, you go down. Some people are buried less than 6 feet. You cannot stay as many years as you think on this earth. You cannot. There's a stage you begin to ask for death to come. You are no more useful. You are not even useful yourself. Will you be happy? You are growing. Somebody is carrying you around. They bring you down with trolley. They bring you up, give you food. Are you happy living?
So in essence, if I may refer back to the beginning, almost the beginning of our conversation, when you referred to the subsidy removal, and you said it is to the benefits of the country.
Yeah.
You know, after the subsidy removal by President Bola Tinubu, the price of things changes. It changed. The price is skyrocketed to, you know, the place
I agree.
In essence, you're saying that it was for the benefit of Nigerians. But on the other hand, Nigerians are saying that this subsidy removal is affecting us. And then you talked about the fuel price, as the case may be. You said that Nigerians are the ones adding prices to
goods and services.
Yes. That we patronize.
Yes.
Don't you think, or do you think that the fuel prices would have been lesser than it's been if most of those refineries were functioning?
Let me also tell you, first and foremost, it's not our technology. The man that also trying to build, before Tinubu came, where the refinery is working. Those who import fuel want to sabotage this refinery. They want it dead. Just like those who fight to fight electricity, who import generator, would they allow power to work? No. They will not. Even as at night, you are going to social media, reading electronically. Some newspaper publishers are not happy. Are you aware? So, the issue at that point in time, why the refinery was not working, because they're sabotaging refinery. They won't even allow you to build. Look at what they're.
Who is sabotaging the refinery?
Nigerians.
Like the
you and me.
I'm not.
You and I. Let me. Yes, you don't know how you are sabotaging, directly or indirectly. Take for instance, those who so-called import, they really import. They carry the crude to their own refineries outside the country, their own, refine it and bring back to the country and say they imported fuel. Please don't understand. Do you know what it means to take crude? Do you know how many things are removed from the crude? The chemical product of that crude? You have removed the entire economy. It's not, petrol is just a part of crude refining. I hope you know that. For that same crude, you are getting AGO. You are getting other oils, other petrochemical products like fuel engine oil and so on and so forth. That you have removed. The same people will come here, remove the crude, take it to their own refinery outside the country. So they even go to Ghana here, go to small countries here where they build their own refineries. They go and refine it. They bring back to Nigeria and pocket the money. That's it. So how will our own refinery work here?
So if I may ask a quick question, is it that everyone
Tinubu is a man.
Is it that everyone is against the president, or it's more like multitude against one man situation, or is it that things are happening but Nigerians are not seeing it?
Who is against him? Who is against
No,
him?
I'm not saying literally against them, because if you make a survey and ask questions about the Tinubu-led administration,
it's negative propaganda for those that think that they are no longer having their way. It's negative propaganda. You and I in the media should be able to protect the interests of the country.
I am not on any side. I am speaking from I'm speaking, yes, because I have done a survey. I'm not on any side in this. I'm just asking you, yes.
If you carry out a survey, maybe one-on-one interview, what people react. What do you expect them? People have already put the negative propaganda on them. Tinubu Kosa. What do you expect? Even the mama in the village believes Tinubu is not doing well. How did the old woman know? Now somebody tell her. No, now that Yoruba man,
So,
that
so
Tinubu boy.
she's not having
Everything
a
is
one-on-one experience over the situation.
Tinubu.
The mama in the village, she's not
What
having.
concerns Mama in the village? Mama does he know Tinubu before? But go and na Tinubu. The woman who sells vegetable, na Tinubu. The woman who is selling pepper, na Tinubu. You can't imagine the negative propaganda. The media is not doing enough. We, in general, media is not doing enough. They're even part of the problem. Look at what they're talking.
What do you mean by the media is
The
not doing
media
it?
should be able to carry out developmental journalism.
What are we doing here?
The hub, have you go through most of these social media?
Okay.
Okay? Apart from you are controlled because you are monitored in a way. There are things I cannot say here.
Oh, okay, you meant the media in an ambiguous situation, not
they
centralized.
even developed nations. There are this problem, but they can hardly know it.
So
because the media tend to control it. Protect their country. You must be patriotic in your report, your reportage.
What does the media, the role the media plays to the general public? Isn't it to disseminate information, inform the public about things happening around them?
You will also mold information.
That's what the media does.
That's so. Media sometimes does not mold information. How many of them know the truth? Let us face it. Even those avoid the journalism.
Truth about what?
How many of what? Some people sit on the seat, read through and publish. I've been in this game for more than 3 decades. I'm a veteran. I've been in the private sector and public sector. I know what it means to run a propaganda. Here, if I want to run propaganda against it, I can do it comfortably. I'm here. I know the things I'm saying here. So whatever picture you give is what people take. The media tells the people what they do.
The media doesn't. The media cannot in any way tell people what to do. That's why I asked you the mama in the village. No, Chief Wale, the mama in the village that you made mention of. Before she will make that statement, I am not in any way, like I stated, on any side.
Who told him?
How did she know? When mama will give a child 20 naira, buy something for me, and the child say, mama, the prices has increased to 50 naira, she would ask why.
Who increased the price?
How did the prices increase? What is the reason for the increase in price? I'm just saying that's for then the media will tell you dollar prices increased, fuel prices increased. This is the reason why there's increase in this prices. The media will inform the people. Chief Wale, please let me finish. The media will inform the people about things happening around them, because information, it's news. It's something that you will not always have a hold on.
Information is the two-way traffic, not just news.
You give out information. Yes, that's we're getting back to that. You give us information to get a response back.
Yes.
The media educates. Like if I have to start from here, our core value is to educate, inform, and entertain the public.
And surveillance.
Surveillance,
yes.
where need be. Yes, you get surveillance and you dish out first-hand and right information. You do not misinform the public. I'm trying to get back to the part of the media that you made mention of. The media, they're setting, that's why I said, is it in an ambiguous situation where you may talk about the media, or in a centralized situation? Because if it's ambiguous media, we have the newspaper, we have the radio, we have the social media, we have the TV media, we have the medium, every channels, yes. It's a that's the medium aspect. But when that's why I asked you, is it the ambiguous situation? When the media comes into a phase of disseminating information, it varies from the organization. What is your core value of what you want to do? How do you want to send out information to the public that receive it?
Let me also tell you.
I quickly.
Your time is flying.
Yes, I'm checking my time. I'm checking my time, Chief Wale. Yes,
my own time to explain, because you tell me time is off.
Yeah,
you're taking the whole time trying to defend it. Let me tell you.
Chief Wale, yes, you will leave at the time when need be, please. I'm not actually keeping you against your time, am I? You have the right to make your statements when the need be.
Because when there's no time, you tell me.
All right. You're free to speak, please.
See. Every country has journalistic peculiarity. That's what we don't understand. Nigeria, as a developing nation, more part of development journalism. You don't, in a way, try to incite people against the government, because you're also a government. You're also developing.
I am not.
Now,
You're not saying I'm inciting the people against
I
the
didn't
government.
say you.
Okay.
I mean the media. I'm a media person.
Okay.
I've been there for the past. Some of them they are senior in this game. I've been there for the past 2 decades or even up to 2 decades. Otherwise, it's a household name. I've been in private sector. I've been in non-paid sector. I've also been in public sector. But what I'm saying is that we in this sector now team hold the house. Apart from informing, we should educate. See why this is happening. When we write features, some of us went to column list. We define the thing well. That's how we define it. The way you do your practice is not what you do in any part of the world. See what's happening in Ukraine and in Russia. If it's here, you see the raw report to be given. You see the raw report to be given. Have you seen the elections are still happening? But there is war. That is serious crisis. Even hunger and problem. If you see about it, you see the other positive part of it. See this small country of Mali and the rest of them. Do you think there's no problem? There are. But you see the other positive side of it. We in this part of the world should synergize with government, and because there's a core value why particular thing is happening. It's our duty to tell the people, see why this thing is happening. That is not true. But rather, we want to align that, hey, that's so it be. That is not done anywhere. In those of you to do that's so-called development journalism. You don't just throw it. See what happened in the US. At the time Trump became mad, are you heard about saying? There are a lot. And here is a network television. And among others, that's why they say they are climbing down on the media, they are climbing down on that. Because they are not doing what they are supposed to do. Surveillance. What is surveillance role in the media? Do you not have a lot to do? That's what journalism is a very vast thing. When they say they are learners, I say no, people are not learners. The learned people are journalists. Because there's no aspect of study that is not found in journalism. Hope you know. That's no aspect of it. So, that's what TV is doing. It's new to some people because we are used to free thing. We are used to stay in the house. From removing the subsidy, it's a problem for us. Because we would have come further in the years that a lot of people begin to die. But today it's stabilizing. Gradually, people are pushed to begin to invest. People are pushed to look the other way side, not just oil. The other way side, because everybody is oil. Recently, I was happy to hear that in the north, they are beginning to mine solid minerals and so on and so forth. We talked about it before. Like I told before, mention one general that no make